turning on your world.
All right, a very good morning to you. It's good to see you right here on Your World. As you can see, we are seated down and we have our yoga mats. I'm pretty sure you can actually guess what we'll be talking about today on Wellness Wednesday, right here on Your World. And, we have a yoga instructor here. We have someone who practices yoga, and we're also expecting one, guest to join us in a little bit, of a moment. But it's so good to see you this morning. So today, just in case you're like, okay, so what exactly is happening in the studio as well, we'll be looking at yoga and wellness for beginners at home. Okay, so for those of you who are like, okay, I'd like to be healthy, I'd like to be fit, I'd like to at least exercise, but then again, I do not want to leave the house. Well, not to worry, because today we'll show you and give you tips and pointers, as far as yoga is concerned and how you can practice at home. And we'll be looking at mind-body wellness without leaving the house. For those of you who think that for you to be active and for you to be fit, you only have to go to the gym, that's a lie. You can still be active and you can still, exercise while still at home. And yoga is one of my favorite things to do. I haven't practiced in a while, so be very gentle. Be very gentle. I haven't practiced in a while, but I really, really love yoga. And we have Grace Wihaki Raji, who is a yoga instructor seated over there on my far right. Good to see you. You look at the parts. Like, wait, you sit the way you're seated is like, yeah, you're ready, eh? Pose.
So this is easy pose.
This is easy pose.
Yeah, that's how we easy.
Okay. All right, you'll tell us more about it and the different types of poses and what to do, what not to do, the mistakes that sometimes we do. We're in the right hands today. We have you on set. And we're also expecting Pace Muli Kalu, who's also a yoga instructor and mental wellness facilitator. He'll be joining us in just a second. But on my immediate right, we have Stephen Njanyero, who is a yoga facilitator as well. And you also practice,
yes.
Right, for fitness and whatnot. So thank you so much for making the time as well. I'm really curious about why both of you got into yoga, because a lot of people, and I want to believe yoga is still not well understood. Yeah. A lot of people, when you mention yoga, they think it's just, you sit like this, and then you're like this, and then you disappear, you go. Kuna mtu alikuwa anasema hadi unainuka hivi juu. So some people have really negative, attitudes towards yoga, but you guys will set the record straight, right?
Yeah.
Today on the show. Okay, and before we get into the discussion, as per usual, we have a question for you, okay? And the question is very simple. The question is, what is one wellness habit you want to try, but you have not yet, okay? What is that one wellness habit you want to try, but you haven't yet? You know the drill by now. At NTV Kenya across all board is how you can reach us on our social media platforms or give us a call. We're live, so that means you can call in anytime or use our WhatsApp number, 0112-500-400, and tell us what is that one wellness habit that you've always wanted to try, but you have not yet tried, okay? We'll be going through your feedback as well during the conversation. But Grace, can we just start with that? Yoga. Not well understood, but then again, over time, we've seen an increase, and this is on a global scale, of people actually embracing yoga. So tuanzie tu hapo, tufunze yoga nini, who gets to practice, what is it about, and what exactly is it about the practice that is not voodoo kind of thing, which sometimes a lot of people will associate with.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for the question. It's something to clarify, because also myself, some people have misunderstood me in the yoga industry. So I want to make everything clear about yoga. Yeah. So yoga is an integration of breath, movement, and mindfulness.
All right.
It is also an imitation of nature.
Okay.
Yeah. So
in what sense?
So the poses that we do, what people call most yoga, it's the asana part of yoga, which are poses which we do imitating nature, and they are named after nature. Oh, like mountain pose, tree pose, cat pose, and all that.
Yeah.
And the reason why I say that yoga is an imitation of nature is because when we do yoga, we get into the movement, we get into the breath, and we also teach from the elements of nature which we are part of.
Yes.
For example, we have the body and we have the mind.
Yeah.
So for the body, it is made up of, the biggest percentage is water and earth.
Yeah.
And also for the functions of the body to happen, we require fire, or we require, like the digestion, we require some element of fire.
Okay.
And then breath. Without breath, we don't have life.
Do you know, breath is one of the things that we most of the time take for granted. And sometimes we don't even think about it. See, we wake up, see, we go about our business, see, we're breathing, see, we're alive, see, you know, but we don't really sometimes just take time to sit and just breathe. And just breathe. So you'll tell us also the different, you know, ways of breathing, because just recently during the conversation, we had one teacher who's like, you know, sometimes when you're anxious, just breathe in and breathe out and you're okay. So we'll learn more about breath as well, and the different movements and mindfulness, you know, aspect of yoga as well. But Steven, so how long have you been, you know, practicing yoga as a form of fitness, and why?
It's been 5 years now.
5 years?
Yes.
Okay. First of all, what got you into yoga? Because for most people, again, this is like a misconception where most people will associate yoga with women. We see less and less men actually embracing and practicing yoga. So it's so thank God you're here to set just you know, the record straight. But really, first of all, what got you into yoga?
I guess it's the mindset of uniting the body, the mind, and the spirit about yoga. That's what got me into yoga in the first place. And since it strengthens the muscle and the brain, and you feel young.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, that's pro tip. You practice yoga, you feel young. We all want to feel and look young, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. So what is that one thing that maybe you've learned along the way in your practice of yoga? I know especially when you're starting out, it's difficult. Those poses, I mean, like the one we have in our background, some of those poses are difficult, but you learn along the way. So what is that one thing that maybe you've learned along the way, as far as yoga is concerned, that maybe it's something that you will take on for the rest of your life?
I will say consistency.
Okay.
Yeah. When you're consistent, your body starts to formulate itself, and it creates itself, and you become, what can I say? Unasikia fit.
Unasikia fiti. Yeah. Kishatoka hapo, because it's very like quiet and requires a lot of like
meditation.
Concentration and just being present and meditate as well. Which is good. So you feel unasikia fiti.
Unasikia fit.
I like that. I like that. Okay, so then just to educate us, and even before that, when and how did you get yourself into yoga?
So I started doing yoga in 2016 when I realized I was stressed out. So I was just Googling what can help me with my stress. And that's how I came across yoga. Nikajituma.
Okay.
And I was consistent for like 1 month, for 3 months straight.
Okay.
And it was magical. And that's how I got into yoga. I got into the relationship with yoga. When I went home, I was like, I want to share this with my cousins. So that was right before I even knew yoga was a career.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. So for you, it was more of, I want something to help me de-stress. I just want something that will help me, you know, calm my mind and whatnot. And now here you are. How long ago was that?
That was in 2016.
2016.
Yeah, like 9 years ago.
All right. Up until now, you are an instructor. You also have a school. You know, do you Yoga Explorers Yoga?
Yeah, I have a brand around yoga. So for now, I call it Explorers Wellness.
Yes.
And it used to be Explorers Yoga. And because of the misunderstanding of the yoga aspect, I decided to change the name slightly so that I can air out the intentionality of the practice. And also because I do a lot of other activities that are associated with wellness, that is including going to nature, taking people to hike, breath work, etc.
Yeah, so it's like a whole, I want to say like a holistic approach towards, you know, mental fitness as well as physical fitness, which includes yoga. Because you hike?
Yeah, I have been an adventure guide for more than 3 years.
What?
Yeah.
But is that like, how did you get yourself in? Let me tell you, I hiked Mount Longo not one time. Yeah. It's not easy, but yeah, how did you get yourself into that? So you love nature.
Yeah, I
right?
love nature.
Yeah.
I also have a background degree in land and environment.
Yeah.
Yeah, so nature and yoga just integrated together.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So earlier on, you said a lot of people misunderstand you, you know, when
Yoga.
it comes to yoga,
Yeah.
right? What is that? What is it that they are saying? What is it that they did not understand about yoga? What are some of the things that maybe they said to you?
I think some people misunderstood it because of its historical backgrounds. So they're like, is it a spiritual practice? There are also people who stereotype it for women.
Okay. Yeah.
There are men who say real men don't do yoga, which is very wrong. Yeah, etc. Especially that one to do with it being a religion, it's being spiritual.
Yeah.
And also the fact that there are different types and styles of yoga, and there have been a lot of evolution in the yoga journey.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where a lot of people misunderstand it. But what I would make clear is yoga is more of an experience even than theory. It's a practice.
Oh, interesting. I'd like to explore more on the experience in just a second. But do you relate what she's saying when she says yoga is an experience? And what has that been like for you?
Yes, before we go to the experience about the stereotyping that yoga is for women.
Yeah.
Sikubaliani nayo pia.
Okay.
Because my teachers, they are men.
Okay.
A big shout out to Victor and Sami, because we have been together for that journey. And so far the experience is amazing. You get to learn about how far you can go with the poses.
Yes, how far your body can go.
Yes. And about reducing the stress, the experience is it's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how far can your body go? Because 5 years in, I want to believe we're at a pro at this point. Yeah?
Bro.
Yeah?
It's a journey.
Yeah. But what is like one of the difficult parts? Can you do like the one, the lady in pink?
No.
Yeah. Not yet?
Not yet.
Yeah. But how far can your body go?
We'll find out.
We'll find out. Okay, as we're practicing, yeah, because we're going to actually practice.
Yeah.
But then again, so we have like literally 2 minutes, you know, also to go on a break.
Okay.
But you know, at the same time, yeah, there we have it. Yeah, that one here is like, yeah, can you do that, Grace? I think you can. The one is the lady in pink is like on one knee, then the other one is here, and then you do like this.
I can try to do that.
Yeah.
But what I would also say about the pose, the main purpose of yoga is not maybe how perfect you can do the poses. It's a practice. It's not a perfection. It's a practice. It's an exploration of your own body. And even like for me when I started it for mental well-being.
Okay.
And then the flexibility, the mobility came as a result.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So more than a fitness, I would say it's for everyone, because when you start doing poses like this, people would start think like that yoga it's the poses and the perfectionist.
No.
But yeah, that improvement in the yoga poses shows some improvement in the steadiness of your body, the strength, the consistency. Yeah, but I don't want people to
still have that negative
because yoga is for everyone.
Yeah,
for
okay.
everyone.
And when you say everyone, I mean, there's some people who have like back pains, there's some people who have like, you know, joint pains, there's some people who probably like have other underlying conditions. So the biggest question would be, is yoga safe for them or not? I think we'll find out after the break, because we're due on a break, and then when we come back, we'll want to understand more on the different poses, and then how can we utilize yoga for wellness? Because like you said, it's not just the perfection of the poses, but it's also it's an experience that you get to practice and remain consistent, and with time you become better and better, you know, at it, and even understand more, because you talked about mindfulness, you talked about movements, and was one thing.
Breath
work, yes. So we'll look at all that and how that fits then into fitness, and all that is coming up after the break. But also a quick reminder on the question that we are asking you this morning, and the question is very simple. What is that one wellness practice that is a habit rather that you want to try but you have not yet tried? Okay, what is one wellness habit you want to try but you have not yet? Engage with us on our socials at NTV Kenya across all board, and give us a call or use our WhatsApp number 0112 500 400. Okay, we'll see you after the break. Do stay with us. The show is your world.
Watu wanashukiwa ni watu wana password ya 3. Mimi nimetoa password wapi? Normally mimi ndio nakuanga suspect, but in that case...
Introducing Smarter Weekly 300 and 500 bob. Browse, chat, call, and rudishiwa 100% transaction fee na Airtel Money. Ukitransact any pay bill across the country. Ukitransfer chapa from your bank to Airtel Money. Withdraw chapa from an Airtel Money agent. Dial star 544 hash or use my Airtel app. Asanteni wa Kenya.
Alafu kuna Nikita ana digida. Nikita ana digida.
I cut so much you thought I was a DJ.
Take that, rewind it back.
I cut so much you thought I was a DJ.
The Trend every Friday on NTV is nothing but pure fun.
Kila mwidi banga.
Pale Zabina wa Malisa Ganda.
Tani cheza again and again. Another banga.
Fantastic conversations, wonderful games, amazing guests.
Wasichana wengi wanapenda kuniita baby.
Make sure that you make a date with us Friday nights, 10 p.m. only on NTV.
Yes, man.
Your ride home is about to shift into high gear.
New laughs,
fresh beats,
hot topics,
and zero traffic on the vibes.
I want to try it.
Do not miss this vibe.
Tuko na wewe bumper to watch.
Bumper.
Bumper to watch.
Bumper.
Bumper to watch.
Bumper.
Power. Lovelier.
Power.
Livelier.
Power.
Locked into what gives you.
The all-new Ride and Vibe with Harry and Nyanduko. Weekday afternoons from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. Only on Nation FM. Your voice, your vibe.
1254. Are you guys ready for All Matters Entertainment? Both locally and internationally. We got you sorted. We are bringing the best cuisine when it comes to the world of entertainment. Si mahali pengine, bali ni Teen Republic every single weekend.
Teen Republic and Nation Media Group keep supporting young talent. You've always done so.
Telling me what do you want me to give you?
And you know what? I, the Afro King, go to. I'll be dropping beats that slap harder than a Monday morning. We don't follow the vibe. We are the vibe.
Every Saturday from 11 a.m. where everything dope happens.
At Sensei, we don't just teach, we train. We equip with hands-on, market-driven courses. Looking for industry-based training with real tools, skills, and real outcomes? Look no further. Call 0729 891 301.
Welcome back to the show. The show is Your World. It's Wellness Wednesday, and today it's all about yoga, okay? And we're saying for those people who think number one, yoga is for women, you're wrong, okay? Yoga is for everybody. Everybody can practice yoga, and it's not just that, oh, you spiritual, or you do like this the whole day and then you disappear. No, there's also this other sense, as far as fitness is concerned, that is involved with yoga. And we're learning so much today from our instructors and our facilitators who are with us on set. I hope you have a yoga mat at home, but just in case mtu hana mat, afanye nini? Carpet? Ah, fantastic.
You can always modify.
Right? You don't need a mat. Carpet, please sit, and then we'll be showing you some of the poses in just a second. But we have Peace Mulu Kalu, who joins us now. He's a yoga instructor and mental wellness facilitator. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Punishment gani? Tupatie one of the difficult poses. Tukusamehe tu.
Yes, walisema tusamehe.
Tumekusamehe, but thank you. Thank you for making the time. Good to see you. Good to have you on set today. Let's just get to hear your story. When did you get into yoga? What is it about yoga that, imekufanya umekaa for this long? And what is it that you'd want people to know about yoga? Those are 3 questions. But how did you get yourself into yoga in the first place?
I got into yoga back in 2018.
Okay.
And during that time, I was going through a phase of life.
Okay.
I was jobless, and I was struggling with my childhood traumas.
Okay. Okay.
But at that time, I didn't know exactly what I wanted. And because of the trauma that I had gone through, I didn't want to work under someone because I was struggling to take instructions and such things. So I wanted to create an impact in the society, and I wanted to do something in a way that I can be able to regulate myself.
Okay.
So I did my training in 2018. What was the other question?
The other question was, what is it about yoga that has made you stay this long? Because earlier on we were discussing the stereotypes.
Okay.
And Stephen and even Grace said, people think yoga is just for women. And men who are in yoga, who practice yoga get stereotyped, in one way or the other. So I wonder whether you experienced that, but what is it that has made you stay this long?
This is it. I felt a sense of connection. For me, in my life before I joined yoga, I had never done anything that made me feel connected to myself.
Okay. Okay.
I had tried so many different things. I had tried church, and it's not like I don't like church. I go to church. I had tried I used to practice taekwondo, martial arts.
Okay.
And I had tried things such as motivational speaking. I used to go for conference because I was really messed up, and I was looking for something which would actually give me a sense of long-term connection. And every time I would do any other thing, it would be like, wow, it's such a nice thing. But then after a moment, that kind of feeling would go away, And my life was just horrible before I met yoga. Okay. But then when I came to yoga, when I just got into the mat, I remember during that time, our director, her name was Catherine Jerry from Africa Yoga Project. During that time, I was on my mat. I was on my mat practicing, and she said something while we were practicing. She said, "Come out of your head and be on your mat." It's like coming out of your head and just being in your body. And for me, that moment she said like that, it changed my life. I knew exactly this is the thing that I need to do. And from that time, when I started doing yoga, I began to come to the present moment. I began to connect with my body, and I knew exactly what I needed in my life. I just needed to do yoga.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah, so it changed. Like I began because because of the way I grew up, the trauma I had grown up with, it was there were a lot of things that I was processing, that I wasn't able to process. But then, you know, like practice of yoga, it varies for everyone. You know, everyone decides whether you want to practice 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, or a week. So for me, when I began, after experiencing this moment, I was practicing yoga every day. And every single day you practice yoga, you have a new experience. It's not the same. You can do the same practice, but you will never experience the same feeling. Every day you have a same feeling. So for me, this was it. Like every day I can just come to a yoga class and experience an amazing feeling. And really from that, it's been just a journey of transformation. But it's not just only on the mat. It's not just only on the mat. You know, whatever I experience on the mat with my body and the realization that I have, that's what I use outside the mat in my real life. So whatever I do on the mat is exactly what I do outside.
Like what? Because now I'm curious. I'm like, oh, interesting. Because it's like you all speak the same language in terms of, because Grace said before we went on a break that yoga is not just the practice, it's an experience. And also Stephen mentioned the same, that there's this different experience that you feel after. Must get 2 feet, you know? This was Steve. So what is that experience that maybe you could point out and say, I did this on the mat and I did this in the outside world, and both of them sort of like connected? A lot, because it's a lot,
It's a lot of experiences you have, you have on the mat. And sometimes when depending on the yoga teacher, for me, because I experience different things, a lot of things on the yoga mat. And sometimes I wish, sisa ini may have that guy experience. Mtu akuja ni interview, at least niwaambie feeling.
Maybe you could record. You could record that feeling at that moment.
Because that feeling, you feeling natakaga watu wa Nation Media wote wa content creator wakuje ni wapatie tu hiyo feeling ni experience kwa yoga.
But guess what? You're here today and we'll be practicing here. We'll do the actual practice in just a second. So when we do that, then see uko hapa. Basi camera ndio hii. You'll tell us that feeling, that experience.
But just adding a little bit of what you were asking. You know, in my struggle of trauma, I have struggled with so many things for me. And one of those things that I have struggled with is being absent-minded. You know how horrible it is to be an absent-minded in a world where everyone is looking for someone who's super grounded. Like for me, it's been a big struggle because, you know, I was ever in my mind, ever thinking about so many things. How am I going to create impact? How am I going to be a man of impact? How am I going to like use yoga as a tool to transform lives? Because, you know, we live in a very judgmental world. So how can I really make this happen? I'm thinking about so many things. But guess what? Immediately when I have all these things in my mind, when I get on my mat and I practice, you know, all these kind of thoughts that are in my mind, they just disappear away. It's like peace. You're thinking too much. Stop thinking. You're overthinking. Let it go and just come here and be in the moment.
And be present.
So one thing that I can say from the question that you ask is that wherever that is there, that is in your mind, that you're struggling with, it could be stress, depression, it could be a feeling of you're not feeling like a sense of worthiness. You're struggling wherever, because we all struggle with something. When you get on the mat, I can give you an assurance. Yoga is capable of taking it out and helping you like to connect with yourself.
And you know what we were talking, oh my days, I like that, because we were talking about this earlier on and we said sometimes we're very busy thinking about other things. We worry, oh, nitachelewa kazi, oh, rent, oh, school fees. Like we have a lot of things that make us forget importance of even just breathing or just staying in the moment and just staying grounded and just remind ourselves, you know what, it's gonna get better. Like just for a second, allowing yourself to just be present and being in the moment, which is good. You're also a mental wellness facilitator. We'll come back and explore more on that. But breath work, you talked about yoga being, it's all about movement, breath work, and now I forget the other one. Mindfulness. Right? Yeah. So then can we address that? Can we start with, which one do you understand?
I want to start with breath work.
Okay, go. So what is it about breath work? How different is it? Because someone will be watching us and thinking, but we're breathing. See, when you guys are talking, we're breathing.
Yeah. Let me address that.
Yeah.
So most of the people, with time, they breathe, but they breathe shallow and chest breathing.
Yes.
Unlike the deep breaths where you're breathing, we call it diaphragm breathing.
Breathing, okay.
Yeah, we can start right now.
Okay.
So you can hold your abdomen like this. Take a deep breath, inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold that breath in, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale slowly, 4, 3, 2, 1. After the exhale, hold, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then release. So we just did 4 times 4 breath work.
It's like picture a triangle, right?
So those are the 4 phases of breath. You inhale, you can hold the breath, and then you can exhale slowly, and then you can hold. That is like you are resetting life.
Yeah.
The moment you hold the breath, you are resetting life. Nothing can go on in your mind when you're holding that breath.
Yeah. And how that then does that help, again, like you said, our brain, our muscles, our body, because it's like we're constantly on the run all the time.
Breath is the most basic thing in life, even more than water, because you can survive without water for long, but you can survive
without breathing
10 minutes without the breath.
Yeah.
And the breath controls the mind. As we all know, sometimes when you get angry, automatically, even when you're not noticing, you'll feel one, it's just breathing, shallow breathing. So with breath, if anger can make you breathe like that, how about we reverse that? What if you can breathe deeply and exhale deeply? So there are different types of breath work. So the one that I will say, it's rhythmic breathing. So rhythmic is you're inhaling equal breaths and equal exhale, but they must be deep.
Yeah, then how do I know they're equal?
That is the rhythmic breathing.
Yeah. Like how do I know?
But you don't have to do rhythmic breathing.
Yeah.
Whenever you're stressed, I always say long exhale. Whenever you have a chit chatter, whenever you're exhaling, exhale slowly, 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 slowly. Let the exhale be longer.
Okay. Do you want to show us? First of all, show us the rhythmic breathing. Okay. How does that look like? And then the slowly exhaling when you're stressing. Let's see that.
So we're going to start with the rhythmic breathing.
Okay.
So you want to have your spine upright and surrender your shoulders. Yeah, don't shrug like this. Have your spine upright. A lot of people sit like this. And
most of the time.
They have lower back pains. They have a lot of lifestyle diseases when you stay like this for years.
Okay.
So the first thing is to have your spine upright, and then your shoulders, just let them fall. You're supposed to fall. Let them surrender and just fall. So we're going to do rhythmic breathing. We're going to breathe in 5 and we exhale 5.
Okay.
So what the rhythmic equal breaths and equal exhale, what they do, they bring that heart coherence. The brain heart coherence.
Okay.
And let's start with that. Inhale through your nose. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale slowly. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale again. 5. It's like you're going upstairs. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale slowly. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One more. 5, 4, 3, 2. Don't hold the breath. 1. Exhale slowly. 5, 4. Make sure that it's there from breathing. 3, 2, 1. So what that's rhythmic breathing does, it's first of all, it calms your nervous system.
Yeah.
You realize that the nervous system, you are,
it's like
you calm the
coming
nervous
back to the
system.
center.
Yeah. So that is one. There's so many types of pranayama. We call them pranayama or breath control.
Ah, okay.
So that is one of it. And then you also wanted me to demonstrate long exhales.
The long exhales, yes.
So when do you need to do the
also,
long
what
exhales?
situations,
Whenever you catch yourself, you're overthinking, maybe uko kwa gari, kwa matatu, or maybe also in a space like this and you're overthinking. And people won't even notice. Just do long exhales.
Okay.
You don't even have to sometimes to count, but it's also good to count because when you count, you also engage in the mind.
Okay.
So what we're gonna do, we're gonna do 4, 8.
Okay.
So the exhale is gonna be
longer.
Okay.
All right.
Let's try that 3 rounds. Inhale through the nose. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale slowly like you're coming downstairs. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. 4, 3. Notice your mind. 3, 2, 1. Exhale slowly like you're coming downstairs. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One last one. Inhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Those are diaphragm. Exhale slowly. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So the long exhale is bringing all that mind fog, mind chit chat emotion
just
out.
Right.
And also calming the nervous system.
Good. Yeah.
And also the magic with the breath, whenever you're taking the long deep breaths, your lung capacity expands.
It expands,
So your heart is gonna pump really well. Also, it's gonna affect the digestion system. So the digestion use oxygen. So it's gonna be smoother. Whenever the heart is pumping blood well, you're gonna have good circulation. Even the blood is gonna go to every part of the body. What does this is you feel magical.
You do, I mean, you do. Like up until now, I'm like, oh, that actually feels really nice.
And it's just 1 minute,
right?
So you don't need like. You only need 1 minute. You only need your breath to regulate your mind. It's the most. We say, peace knows that. We always say, your breath is your most powerful tool.
It is.
That's why you're alive.
Yeah, right? You're alive. How often then do you like do this, like breath works and whatnot, and how does it help you?
My breath work, I do it on a
daily basis.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm stressed, I have the anxiety. You have to concentrate on the breathing. So as you drain everything, like the negativity around yourself, around your community, you just drain it down through the breath. And you have to concentrate. Like,
I mean, I saw you. You were like, and he was like, this one you can't even touch. You can't visit on because you're so in the moment, which is really good to hear. So then the whole concept about yoga and mental wellness and how they fuse together. What is it that you'd like people to know? Because again, today we're saying it's just yoga wellness without necessarily having to leave the house. We've learned so much about breath work, which is good. We can actually do this in the morning when you wake up instead of, because most of the time we do this. We wake up in the morning, we check our phones, and then we're stressed because of what we see on our phones, right? But instead of that, we can do breath work in the morning before even stepping out of the bed, right? Okay, I mean, this is something that we can do. But yes, how the yoga and mental, wellness sort of like fuse in together, and what is it that we need to know?
So the idea of me getting into yoga was to know what it has for me.
Okay.
And once I experienced the practice itself, I knew this practice was the best thing for me. And I knew this one could be the best thing for so many people in the world.
Could help. Yeah.
And so yoga for me was just a tool because I was going through so much trauma. And I began to think of ways of how I can take my practice out of the mat into the real world.
Into the real world. Okay.
You know, for people who do not know yoga, what it is. And so when people meet me outside, they ask every single day. I have a lot of questions from people. Like, what is this yoga? Are we going to float? Are we going to fly? You know, is it from India? So many questions people ask every day. And they are very tough questions sometimes because to explain to someone yoga is very difficult. You know, you can't explain yoga. You can only experience it. So whenever someone meets me, I always tell them, come to the class and come and experience it yourself. Because everyone, just like everyone is different, everyone experiences feelings differently. So if you come to the class and you do a yoga class, you can be able to tell if you want to do this or you don't want to do it. Or
you wouldn't even have to have someone explain it to you because you already have that experience.
There is so much knowledge in yoga and you can't just explain it to people unless they come. 80% chances when you come to a yoga class, you're going to love it. Yes, and it's been one of the most supporting tool for young people in Kenya right now. Getting into mental wellness. So for me, I had my first relationship, got into my first relationship around 2020. And after having this relationship, it didn't work. And so I went through a very difficult phase in my life. And I saw that I was not the only person who went through the same thing. There are so many people who are also going through the same thing. And because I have this gift of yoga, I got back to the yoga mat and I started, you know, checking in with myself again. And then I began a program for mental wellness to talk to people who are in a relationship, people who get into toxic relationship. Maybe you are in a relationship, you don't know what your partner is doing with you in the relationship, or you have just gotten into relationship, you have broken, you have just gotten out of the relationship, you're going through heartbreaks, you're going through so much pain. I think I'm gifted in talking to people. I'm super gifted in giving hope to the people. And so I have the gift to help people to unstuck them from the mind, because for me, yoga actually has helped me to actually deal with my own mental health problems. So it is much more easier for me to tell the intuition of people where they are, and I can be able to give them some support to come out of the struggles they are having in relationship. And actually now, besides just yoga, I have 80% of my passion is just relationships. Yes.
Mapenzi, let me tell you, yesterday we were discussing heartbreaks right here on the show. Hey, Mapenzi, heartbreaks.
That is constant. But we hope for better.
But it's a good thing that we can use yoga as a tool to just bring us out of that space where we're stuck, we're hopeless, there's nothing else, you know, for me and whatnot, to just being in the process and embracing, you know, the situation in that moment, you know, when you're practicing. I think this is where like the whole mindfulness, you know, aspect that comes in when we're talking about yoga, because listening to all your stories is that I was going through something and I needed a relief and I needed something to just, you know, de-stress and get myself out of that moment. So I appreciate that. I appreciate the whole aspect about mindfulness, but which will also want to even, you know, explore more on mindfulness and how do we stay present, even in our day-to-day lives. But we're due on a break, and then when we come back, now we'll show you. Remember the movement part? We did the breath work and also a little bit on mindfulness. Now we'll get to see, you know, we'll get to see the whole aspect as far as movement is concerned. Okay, so do not go anywhere. The show is Your World. It's Wellness Wednesday, and today we're looking at yoga, you know, for wellness, and especially when it comes to you not necessarily leaving the home, okay? And the question that we're asking you today is very simple. What is that one wellness habit you want to try, but you have not yet tried? What is that fun wellness habit you want to try, but you haven't tried? Keep sending in your feedback, and we'll be going through them after the break as we show you the different yoga poses. And remember, like they said, it's not about perfection, it's about the experience, okay? So we'll see you after the break.
Uondoke. Je, unaona uondoke?
Nipe nikupe, uliza nikujibu.
Mimi naweza kukufanya one term president.
Vile Rigji anafanya hiyo KK sioni kibaki.
Ya ndani paruanja.
Kwa sababu ya hypocrisy, unafikiri mimi mbaya, nimemwajiri bibi yake hapo kwa kabineti.
Talaka za wekwa wazi.
William Ruto has destroyed Kenyan health system.
Ndoa mpya kutangazwa kazi.
Wakati wewe mwenyewe story zako za kuendelesha taifa lako ni kuhusu wewe mwenyewe.
Na wewe mwenyewe ukiulizwa wasemaje?
Tunaenda kwendi sawa sawa.
Kweli na Mswahili alisema kidole kimoja kivunji.
Ni jukwaa lako la maswala ibuka, dira ya siasa, uongozi wa taifa na kanda. Mduara kila Alhamisi saa 1 jioni na Frederick Mwitiriri na Lofty Matambo.
Nilikuwa nafikiria ni mimi peke yake ndo naingia kwa room ya Latif tena chini ya maji.
Bara Tracy toka kwa mansion mpaka Tracy apatikane.
Tracy alifaa rudisha hizo documents hapa hivi. That was the plan, but imezitafuta sizioni.
Waona ni kama naweza kuwa kwa shida yoyote.
And I can't wait, yani amke tu hivi hajapata mali yoyote, amepata a brand new wife.
Why should Liam sign them when nothing makes sense?
Huyo Bianca sioni tena value yake.
Reach your audience instantly and make a lasting impression with Nation Sema. Affordable bulk SMS at 0.3 Kenya shillings. Own sender ID for 10,000 Kenya shillings plus 10,000 free messages. To sign up, please call 0728434979 or email us on mkibunja@ke.nationmedia.com.
Manchester City would like to think that last season was an aberration, unable to maintain their incredibly high standards. After failing to win a major trophy for the first time in 8 years, City has been likened to a wounded animal. And on the opening weekend of the Premier League season, Pep Guardiola's new-look side showed they mean business.
Let's make a plan to go hotel balloon in Kulemara.
Hey, okay.
Yo, it's possible. If we invest in MMF ICEA Lion, ile achama.
If you invest in an ICEA Lion money market fund, small savings today make a big difference tomorrow. Visit invest.icealion.com to sign up instantly. ICEA Lion. What's your plan?
At Sensei, we don't just teach, we train. We equip with hands-on, market-driven courses. Looking for industry-based training with real tools, skills, and real outcomes? Look no further. Call 0729 891 301.
Measure with your 2 fists together. Set your wrist directly over your shoulder. Now, as you inhale, you're going to arch your spine and gaze up like a cow. As you exhale, round your spine, gaze in between your thigh like a cat. Amazing. Inhale, arch your spine, gaze up. Exhale, round your spine, gaze in between your thigh like a cat. One more time. Inhale, gaze up like a cow, awakening and warming up your spine. Exhale, round your spine, gaze in between your thigh. And then slowly come into neutral. Slowly come into neutral. Amazing. Have your fingers pointing towards your thighs. Here again, we're gonna awaken the wrist. Inhale, you're gonna make some circles around. Make sure you're moving with the rhythm of your own breath. Breathing in and out. Inhaling, exhaling. Come to stillness, and then we move on the opposite direction. Again, integrate your movement with your own breath. Taking your breath, inhale, and a deep breath, exhale. The last breath in, exhale. Slowly release. Have your fingers pointing toward our clock. With an inhale, you're gonna reach your right foot out to the right and place it down. Amazing. Then walk your hands gently to the opposite direction, to the left direction. Find your own edge. To the left, to the left. Then slowly, when you find your edge, take a deep breath, inhale. As you exhale, lean and fall towards that direction. Feel that twist. Breathe in, breathe out. So remember, breath is the most powerful tool. Inhale, exhale. So when you're doing the practice, we don't pause. We just breathe in and out. Equal inhale, equal exhale. Then slowly walk your hands to neutral. Take your hands to your waist. Take your hands to your waist. Amazing. Inhale, reach your right hand up. Separate your fingers. As you exhale, lean towards the left side. Turn your neck and gaze past your armpit all the way towards the ceiling. Total body integration here. Take a deep breath. Inhale, through your nose. Exhale, through your nose. Inhale, through your nose. Exhale, through your nose. Then hands on your waist. Don't hold the breath. Don't hold the breath. Release. Now take your right foot back. Amazing. So you can choose to have your toes flat on the ground. You're gonna walk your hands towards the back. Your fingers are gonna point towards the front. Spread your fingers out. Now press down on your mat and slowly take your waist up. Then surrender your head towards the mat. The crown of your head is pointing towards the mat. Again, here is total body integration. Feel that stretch. Take a deep breath, inhale, and a deep breath, exhale. One last breath in and out. Then slowly by slowly, begin to walk your hands forward and come back to sitting on your heels. Take a deep breath, inhale here. Diaphragm, breathe in, exhale, release. Amazing. Come on your hands and knees. Inhale, stretch your left foot towards the left side, place it down. With an exhale, walk your hands towards the right. Find your edge here. Inhale, your chest is up. Exhale, forward, forward. Finding your own edge here. Here you're stretching the side of your body. You're also stretching your hips. Deep breath, inhale here. Deep breath, exhale. One last breath in. As you exhale, mind-free, start to walk your hands back. Press your hands on your waist. Inhale, reach your left hand up. Shine your fingers by spreading them out. Your palm is facing towards the right. With an exhale, slowly start to lean towards the right side. Tilt your neck, Gaze via your armpit towards your ceiling. Focus. So where you focus is where your energy go. Where is your focus in your life right now? Take a deep breath, inhale, deep breath, exhale. One last breath in. As you exhale, hands on your waist, come on your knees and hands. Amazing. Come into sitting. Sit on your heels. Inhale, reach your hands up, bring your sitting bones up. Exhale, palms together as you come into sitting. Don't hold the breath, don't hold the breath. Amazing. Inhale again, up. Gaze up. Exhale, palms together and sit on your heels. Inhale. So this time you come all the way into standing. Come all the way into standing. Walk to the front of your mat. Hands beside your body. Samastiti here. Alignment check. You want to spread your toes out. Feel all the four corners of your feet on the ground. Surrender your shoulders down. Have your spine upright. Start to build your awareness from the ground. Feel your feet on the ground. Feel your shin, feel your knees, feel your thighs, your spine, your chest, your shoulders, your face. And we call these mountain pose. And I want you to feel standing tall like a mountain. Now with intention, bring your feet together, your big toes touch. Inhale, you're gonna press down. Exhale, slowly reach up your hands and also your gaze up towards the ceiling. Exhale, forward fold, slowly by slowly with intention. If you can have your palms down, you can do it. And then slowly, inhale, reach your right foot towards the back. The right heel is off the ground. Amazing. Inhale, reach your right hand towards the front. It's like you're reaching for something bigger than yourself. Spread your fingers out. Now, the other hand. Reach out for something bigger than yourself. Maybe this is your goal that you want to achieve this year. To advance more, bring your shoulders in line with your ears, and reach even more. Shift your vision. Breathe in. Be true to yourself. As you exhale, right palm down. So if this is too much for you, you can drop your knee, either back at home or here, and then slowly reach your left hand up. So there's an option to drop your knee for beginners. Amazing. So I want you to gaze past that hand. And as you gaze towards that ceiling, I want your gaze to go past that ceiling. Imagine yourself gazing past that ceiling. And the ceiling is not even the limit. Where your focus goes, your energy goes. Take a deep breath, inhale. As you exhale, both palms down. Both feet towards the back, knees down, and sit on your heels. Amazing. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale. Exhale. Now inhale, slowly come into standing as you reach your hands up. Extended mountain pose. Shine your fingers, gaze up, breathe in. Exhale, mindfully, slowly start to lean. Drop the crown of your head towards the mat. Relax your neck. Breathe in. As you exhale, slowly forward, fold even more. Now inhale, step your left foot towards the back. The left heel is off the ground. Check towards the front. Check where you're going. Breathe in. As you exhale, extend your left hand forward. It's like you're reaching for something bigger than yourself, something in the future, something that you want to achieve. Now bring that other hand. Shine your fingers by spreading your fingers like you mean it. You mean it. But find your own edge. Don't go beyond your edge. To advance more, bring your shoulders in line with your ears. Amazing. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale. Be up to something bigger. Be a yes to something. Give up something that you must, coming from I'm ready now. Now your left palm down. Feel free to drop your knee at the back or not.
And Grace, as we continue, we're just gonna cross over to live, and we have Chief Justice who is currently addressing the nation as we continue with our yoga.
How we administered justice. This historical background should never depart our minds. Kenyans demanded a justice system they could trust, one that was independent, impartial,